Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Stephen Curry's massive impact on Warriors' backcourt mates illustrated perfectly. The Golden State Warriors did what they could to maximize their title contention window this season, acquiring Jimmy Butler from the Miami Heat and signing him to a 2-year, $121 million contract extension. The move made an immediate difference and helped the Dubs reach the Western Conference semifinals. However, their championship hopes have been crumbling since Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time and most important player in franchise history, suffered a hamstring injury. That is not a mystery. Everyone knew this squad was in grave danger after he exited in the first half of Game 1 versus the Minnesota Timberwolves and did not return. The Warriors somehow won by double digits without Curry, but Anthony Edwards, Julius Randle and the Hungry Wolves bit back and now hold a 3-1 series lead. There is only so much Golden State can do on offense when its legendary point guard is out of commission. The problem goes deeper than maybe people even realize, though. Curry's three-point excellence is unparalleled, but his ability to draw multiple defenders and open up the floor for his teammates is also something the Warriors are desperately missing right now. The backcourt, in particular, is enduring a huge drop-off in number 30's absence. During the 2025 NBA playoffs, second-year talent Brandon Podziemski has a 52% effective field goal percentage when Curry is on the floor but posts a 26% EFG when he is on the bench, per Warriors Muse. Veteran Gary Payton too sees that number dip from 62% to 42%. Former first-round draft pick Moses Moody goes from 49% to 35%. Buddy Hield, the man who played a big role in Golden State's last 2 postseason victories, has suffered the least from the Curry effect. 63 EFG percentage drops to a 52 EFG percentage. Can the Warriors extend their season without Stephen Curry? Offensive slumps were inevitable amid the untimely injury news, but the Warriors' backcourt needs to do more. The Timberwolves smacked the Dubs in the third quarter in a pivotal Game 4 win on Monday night, displaying an overwhelming amount of firepower that Steve Kerr's squad could neither match nor extinguish. Podziemski and Hield must specifically step, given the big minutes they are receiving in this series. Aside from the team's guards, Jimmy Butler will also have to be more aggressive. Turning back the clock to his Miami Heat heroics is understandably challenging for the 35-year-old, but one monster showing, similar to the 33 points he dropped in Game 3, 5-point loss, could be enough to boost Golden State to a Game 5 triumph. And that may just buy the franchise the time it needs until Stephen Curry returns. The 4-time NBA champion does not expect to play in the must-win matchup on Wednesday, so his backcourt mates must quickly find their shooting rhythm. Minnesota aims to capitalize on the Warriors' misfortune and punch its ticket to the Western Conference Finals for a second consecutive year, while Curry looks on helplessly from the sidelines. Heat need to rethink Nikola Jovic's role after playoff struggles. The Miami Heat have been patient with the development of third-year forward Nikola Jovic. It's been steady, but has he shown enough to be a long-term piece for the Heat? It's tough to decipher, and the broken hand injury that kept him out for the majority of the team's second half of the season only made that harder. Jovic emerged as Miami's starting power forward a year ago during the 2023-24 season, until Kel'el Ware came into the picture. In an evolving league where small ball is slowly being abandoned, Ware's functional size presents more versatility and potential within coach Erik Spoelstra's frontcourt. Now, Jovic submitted this most recent campaign playing an assortment of different roles. Whether it was with the starters, playing as the primary ball handler off the bench or being benched entirely, it was an inconsistent third year for the 6'10" forward. Despite Miami's playoff shellacking, Jovic barely played. Granted, he was coming off a significant injury that had sidelined him for months to that point. Still, Spoelstra was looking for a spark, and only got it in spurts out of Jovic. Nikola Jovic is eligible for up to a 3-year $30 million contract extension starting July 1. Most notably, the Heat got some valuable minutes from him in their Game 2 loss against the Cleveland Cavaliers. It was his first bit of action since the injury, and he provided an impact that shifted the energy in Miami's favor. However, he struggled mightily with his shooting. It may have been rust, or it may have been a slight dip in three-point efficiency all season, where he shot 37% from deep compared to the 40% the year prior. Jovic finished the season averaging a career-high 10.7 points to go along with 4 rebounds and 3 assists on 46/37/83 shooting splits. There is still a much higher ceiling involved here with Jovic than the likes of some other prospects, such as Miamj Jr. or Pelle Larsson. But if the Heat are going to invest more financial resources into him, they need to be sure of his role moving forward. With Ware being featured as Bam Adebayo's frontcourt partner moving forward, that leaves the bench as Jovic's most likely rotation spot. If he could work on his handle, outside shooting and defense, he could develop into Spoelstra's Swiss Army knife off the bench. It's also worth noting that he could very well be utilized as a key piece in facilitating an off-season acquisition. Whether the Heat will remain patient with Jovic is yet to be seen. But they need to figure out a route for his progression sooner rather than later. Did Heat hint at possible Kevin Durant trade pursuit on social media? With the Miami Heat looking to improve this offseason, as it'll be another summer where they will be connected to such stars as Kevin Durant and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the team's social media account may have hinted at which player could be pursued. While Durant's name has been speculated with the Heat, the account would highlight Pat Riley's quote about being open to going after an aging star. Riley spoke at his end-of-season press conference last Friday, where he would speak about being open to acquiring an aging great player. While his name wouldn't explicitly be mentioned, Durant is the only name that fits the bill as he's still a highly productive player who turns 37 years old in September. I think an aging great player, who may not be able to carry a team together, can rise to the occasion in the playoffs, Riley said. If that player is the right name and the contract is the right length, I still think that an aging player can play, Riley continued. Look at LeBron James. I mean, look at these players. It's incredible that players like LeBron and others that have played into their mid to late 30s and produced at a high level can help teams win championships, and you have to pick out the right one, but I'm not against that, no. Pat Riley speaks on adding an alpha to the Heat as the Heat are looking to bounce back after a season clouded by the Jimmy Butler drama. Trading for Durant to pair alongside Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo could be what the team needs to boost them from 3 straight play-in tourney appearances. Riley would also speak about adding another alpha. And so there are some lateral trades you can make that could enhance the team. Who's to say who's an alpha and who's a beta? I don't know, Riley said. Bam's an alpha guy. He's got an alpha personality, and Tyler has the alpha confidence, most confident of somebody I've seen, obviously rational confidence. So do we inject an alpha, a great player to help maximize our performance in those double-digit leads that were lost in fourth-quarter closures, that can make a difference? It could be that simple, Riley continued. That is something that you think about. I think of an alpha as your best player and your leader, and he's the one who's going to hold everybody accountable in all of those things, above just being a great player. And so, that comes with experience, and that comes with time. And you fan? What do you think about Kevin Durant's situation? Write to us in the comments.